Today's horoscope from Astrocademy. 2024 will pack a punch for all relationships. This is because we are watching the lunar nodes move through as an axis. We experience solar and lunar eclipses in these zodiac signs, triggering huge beginnings, endings, and evolution. With Rahu, or the North Node, sizzling through Aries, we will feel our egos fired up as we wish to step into a new version of ourselves and pursue our greatest authenticity. This could make us feel a bit more selfish, though. With Ketu, or the South Node, moving through Libra, we could be facing extremely intense and important decisions around marriage, union, or partnerships. Watch your temper. Work stressors could accidentally get the best of you today when the Sun in Capricorn squares Chiron in Aries. Something may happen that could trigger a wave of emotions. Anger, frustration, stress, and more could rise to the surface. You could handle this in one of two ways. One way might be blowing up at your coworkers. But you could go the other way, which is staying calm, cool, and collected. You may want to choose the latter to maintain a professional atmosphere at work and with your coworkers. 2 days after Mars left your income sector, and with Mercury now in his last weekend before leaving next week, he and Venus are still waiting for the Moon to return for its first visit for the year. Ahead of the Moon's return tomorrow and the chance this will bring to sharpen your nose for money and act as a trigger, there is a chance to keep your mind and your options open while looking to the future with confidence. Give yourself the benefit of looking good. That's right. Pay attention to how you look. This is not as superficial as it sounds. Making yourself look good is an effort to notice what you like about yourself and what you feel are your strongest characteristics. Noticing this is the first step toward acting on what you want to improve. Whether it's a haircut or some exercise, you will accept what you need to do more readily in the context of looking good. Mysterious, charismatic, brave, and magnetics are hard to ignore. They are extremely intuitive and make natural psychologists with an ability to easily read those around them. They form intense bonds with their friends and romantic partners, but they can become possessive or jealous if they're not completely confident with themselves. Generosity begins at home. On a family-oriented day such as this, you will find it impossible to neglect loved ones. Maybe arrange to work from home for the day, or take a personal day off if you can. It isn't like you don't deserve it. The amount of hours you put in alone says you deserve a break, and so does your family. So take care to nurture yourself and your loved ones today, and the rewards will be bountiful. The Moon not only returns for its first visit to Scorpio for the year, but 7 days after Venus left and brought all planetary activity in your sign until later in the year to an end. This brings a chance to check in. While this will see the Moon clash with Jupiter in your relationship sector, in a case of perfect timing it comes just as Mars, in his first full day in your communication sector, has just begun his war on communication barriers. From the moment the Moon returns to Scorpio today, this is going to have an impact on the romantic and relationship fronts, and with perfect timing. 7 days after Venus, the planet of love, left, this was always going to be a valuable chance to check in, but a friendly aspect to planets on the romantic front and a clash with those on the relationship front will get your attention on both fronts. With Mars in his first full day in your communication sector, he will be on hand to give this a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Passive energy takes center stage as the Sun in Capricorn forms a sextile with the Moon in Scorpio. On this day, you may discover a heightened sense of kindness towards your fellow individuals. It presents an opportune moment to extend a helping hand and seek assistance from others. However, later in the day, the Moon opposes Uranus in Taurus, potentially leading to mood swings and dramatic emotional states. It is advisable to refrain from making significant decisions, as outcomes may not align with your expectations. In your interactions, harmonize your desires with the needs of others, creating a mutually enjoyable experience. Your accommodating demeanor excels in putting friends or partners at ease, especially when they are under stress. Be cautious, though, about providing physical assistance, as unforeseen consequences may arise. Recognizing the unpredictability of the future, cultivate flexibility, especially in financial matters. Avoid hasty investments or acquisitions, and remain skeptical of advice received, taking time to assess its validity. While you may feel a sense of empowerment, resist the urge to indulge in impulsive spending. Maintaining a comprehensive overview of your finances is crucial. Evaluate the necessity of purchases carefully, questioning whether they are truly essential. Your energy levels are high, enabling you to address important matters with clear thinking. Successfully concluding situations, both professionally and personally, becomes feasible. This newfound clarity allows you to confront previously avoided difficulties, receiving positive responses to your adept handling of various situations. As the moon prepares to leave your financial sector, concluding its visit for the year, and since Venus, the planet of money, departed, it forms a friendly aspect with dreamy Neptune in an intuitive part of your chart. Venus had previously engaged in a similar celestial dance during her final days, offering you another opportunity to boost your financial confidence, tap into your instincts, and fuel your imagination. This alignment encourages a renewed sense of assurance in your financial decisions and intuitive insights. As the friendly alignment between Mercury in your financial sector and the dwarf planet Eris in an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart reaches its peak, the moon makes its return. This marks the moon's initial visit for the year, the final one before Mercury departs, and the sole visit while Venus, the planet of money, resides here. This lunar influence not only sharpens your financial instincts but also contributes to a burgeoning sense of financial confidence. The timing is significant, occurring just before the moon leaves your income sector, concluding its first visit for the year and since Venus bid farewell. During its last hours in this sector, the moon forms a harmonious aspect with dreamy Neptune in your work sector Euro, a celestial alignment reminiscent of Venus's final days. This creates a positive atmosphere for both income and job-related matters, offering an opportunity to revisit optimistic aspirations from the previous year. Approaching your dealings with others in a pleasant, composed, and generous manner, exercise caution when striving to be fair-minded to avoid conceding too much ground that may lead to later regrets. Your diplomatic approach ultimately prevails, earning you appreciation and respect from others who reciprocate your generosity. While you may experience attraction to someone, regardless of their availability, it's advisable to steer clear of dwelling on such scenarios to avoid potential trouble. Depending on your character, you either have your thoughts under control or manage them to the best of your ability. With the Sun and Pluto nearing your income sector within 2 weeks, it's time to reassess your expectations for the coming year, not only in terms of income but also in your professional endeavors. Previous experiences and expectations across the income, work, and career fronts won't mirror this year's reality. Embrace the need to raise your expectations, even if the specifics are unclear, and employ a degree of blind faith. As you introduce physical activities into your routine, your positive feelings soar, building on your core strength and achieving a balanced rhythm. Others recognize your vitality, relying on your strength in high-pressure situations.